And so how do you feel about, being on the chopping block and then tonight being presented with $85,000 salary?
To be honest with you, it feels great. And the reason it feels great is if I have the attention of people, I must be doing a great job at what I'm doing.
Wow. Guys, I really don't know what to say. This has been one crazy afternoon, evening here. It was a flip-flop. It was a true flip-flop what happened out here tonight. I got there a little bit late, probably like 5 minutes late, walked in, and they're talking about financials and reviewing different decisions that were made and this and that with hangar rental, and it was still pretty much the mainstream idea was like, this is going to end, we're going to terminate this. And they, about, 20, 30 minutes into it, it's kind of like, let's get back on topic of why we're here and to vote on Rob. And it was still pretty much the 3-1 that we're going to terminate. And then all of a sudden, it just flip-flopped. I didn't capture any of the in process, if you will, back and forth. I was just intently listening and just in awe about what was going on. But ultimately, favor was shown to Rob. But aside from Rob, most importantly, I think, is the position of airport manager position still exists, and the IDA board. And the airport is going to move forward with, as I said at the end here, resume own navigation, right? It's going to be okay. But how we got there, I honestly don't know. This is probably my third time ever in life sitting in on a city council meeting, commissioner meeting and whatnot, and I was just blown away. So I'm going to let you just listen to some of the stuff I caught after the fact, and maybe I'll pop in again, but I don't get it. Maybe, just honestly what happened is they heard the testimony and was blown away about all the positive stuff that they had to think to themselves, that can't be all bad.
I know it was up for a renewal, but why were so many people adamant in the beginning, or a lot of people in the commission adamant about not renewing this contract?
Really, I'm unsure myself. When the initial board meeting was about it, I was shocked myself. So I wanted to get more information about it. That's why initially I voted no to end that contract. I know Rob Sims has done a very good job for our community, for our airport, and the IDA board. The IDA board is a strictly volunteer board. You've heard the people that came in. Lots of people had positive. Everybody was positive about him. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've never had a complaint that I personally know of for Rob. So that's why I voted no, and that's why we were here the past 2 days, was to iron out any issues that others may have had.
And just real quick, what does IDA stand for?
Our Industrial Development Board.
A healthy debate is always good for everybody, so I was happy to do that. I believe we resolved some issues and resolved some communication issues, and I think moving forward we'll have a great relationship.
It's easy to say we're going to have better communication skills, but what does better communication look like in the future for both of the boards? Because you said it goes both ways.
Sure, absolutely. So I'll take a more active role as the airport manager to ensure that we communicate effectively back and forth. I'll take the lead in that and make sure that we do what we need to do to operate smoothly and efficiently.
Mr. Sims, so please, if you know, make it clear to me why your reinstatement or termination was so controversial, because it seems to me that there clearly was a miscommunication that last night's presentation helped clear up for a lot of people. But do you know why some people were so adamant about replacing your position?
I do, but that would be speculation and rumor, and I prefer not to answer that question.
That's fine. So how do you feel about how tonight went then?
I'm very happy with the outcome of tonight's meeting. I'm glad we were able to end it on a good note and continue to serve the people of Calhoun County and the Foxtrot 95 Calhoun County Airport.
And how do you think last night's presentation, as well as your representatives tonight and you speaking on behalf of yourself as well, how do you think all of that helped to culminate and produce the outcome?
I believe it shed light on what a great job we're doing at the airport, because it's not just me and it's not just about me. We have a great IDA board. I have an awesome staff that I work with, and I say with because we're all equal. We all work together to ensure a smooth and effective environment at the airport. We have a great facility, and I believe it just brought light to the fact of what we're doing and the community that supports us.
And could you make it clear, once again, as long as it's not speculation, why your job or the job you were doing came into question in the first place?
Miscommunication. Miscommunication.
Solution to bringing you back or keeping you on board was offering you a full-time contract. You declined it. They offered you more money. Kind
Yes.
of talking about why you declined this.
I declined it because I'm pretty much there all the time anyway. I didn't see the benefit to the airport or myself to take a full-time contract or more money, strictly because it would cost the community more to do that, and we don't need to do that. I'm perfectly happy in the capacity I'm in with the salary that I get paid. It's not much of a salary. It helps, obviously, but there's more to that story, and once again, it's speculative, but I'll just say that it doesn't benefit the airport for me to take a full-time position, and the salary that they were offering, it wouldn't benefit us. It wouldn't be good for the community.
Now, let's say your contract is up for renegotiation sometime soon. After the budget meeting, they're talking about bringing you on full-time. Is that something that you are interested in, or is that something that you want to look at the numbers?
It's possible, and I'll be happy to have that conversation after November 15th when we have the new board instilled in Calhoun County. I think it'll be a great conversation to have.
Also, you keep saying, sorry, going back to this question, you keep saying miscommunication is a lot of why these issues came up. Miscommunication over what specifically?
That's a great question. I'm not entirely sure or clear what the catalyst was in what has occurred. I intend on finding out, but I just want to make sure that I communicate more clearly in the future of how we're operating and what we're doing at the airport to curtail any of this in the future. So.
And so, how do you feel about, being on the chopping block and then tonight being presented with $85,000 salary?
To be honest with you, it feels great. And the reason it feels great is if I have the attention of people, I must be doing a great job at what I'm doing, and I will continue to do a great job. And I'll make sure that our airport's the best in the area. We have a great small airport, and I encourage everybody in the area to fly to Foxtrot 95 and check out our facility and buy our inexpensive gas. We have the best airport in the Panhandle as far as I'm concerned.
What makes Foxtrot so unique?
We're a small town airport. We have the small town attitude and demeanor. We take care of our customers. We have inexpensive facilities, inexpensive fuel. We're just a great place to be. Everybody has a smile on their face, and we just have a good environment to come be a part of.
You said you would do this job for $0,
Yes.
and that is partially the reason why you were reinstated. You changed the commissioner's mind with that statement.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
It's funny, we just had this conversation a few minutes ago with Brian from the Experimental Aircraft Channel, and he asked me the same question. And with that being said, aviation is a passion. You have to love aviation. And a lot of people don't understand how aviation is so important in other people's lives, because it is something you love. You never get rich from aviation, but you always enjoy and have the passion for flying and enjoying the gift of flight. So I 100% was serious when I said that. I was hoping they would call my bluff, because I was absolutely going to do this for nothing. I have no qualms in making that statement at all.
All right, so here with Rob, I'm just gonna say, without cursing, WTF. All right?
It was a wild ride.
It was a win.
It was a wild
It was
ride.
an absolute win. I'm very proud of you, and
Well, let me add.
congratulations, you were still here.
Well, thank you. It's a win, but I want it to be clear. It's a win for GA, really, because our airport, unfortunately, put in a position where we had to choose on whether we had someone that understood aviation and how to run an airport, or someone that come in just for a salary. Obviously, if you watch the meeting and see the minutes, you'll understand that the salary is not what makes an airport. It's the right person that makes an airport. So.
Yeah, there's some back and forth things. We came here tonight to unfortunately witness Rob being canned, being fired, his contract terminated. It was talked about and shared obviously in the previous video this was happening, and then tonight obviously they heard testimony from you, from people at the airport. The whole town showed up and so forth last night, so I'm sure that played a big role into it. I think people on social media chimed in a lot about this.
Sure.
But it went from something bizarre of we're going to terminate you, and it was kind of unfounded, I'm not even really sure why, to tonight. And guys, you can probably pull this is public information.
Should be, yes.
The audio, they turned around and offered him a raise and just to go full time. I'm just like, that was a good sell. I mean, that was a good sell.
Sure.
We completely sold you back to the council here to keep you. They want to give you a raise.
And quadrupled the salary, essentially.
We've showcased apparently the town and everybody how much value you bring to the airport, to the point where they wanted to give you a raise. So it was confusing for all of us, but in the end, thank you to the council of Calhoun County for keeping on, Rob, and listening to your people, because I think in the end you're really going to be proud of that decision.
I will continue to make the county and the airport and the people of the community proud of our airport, because we have an awesome airport. We really do.
So we're literally standing outside of the town council meeting here. They just closed up, so right here in the parking lot next to the truck. But I want to get Rob on because this is just bizarre, right? It's just bizarre. You could probably listen to some of the local news. I think 7 and 13 came out here to cover this. I want to be here, obviously, because not only does it affect aviation, but it affects us, personally here at the airport. So, again, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
I'm happy that you're going to still be here with us. And what do you think? I know what the mic drop moment was, but what would you say the mic drop moment of tonight was that changed things for the better?
For me personally?
Yeah.
It was when they voted.
Okay.
It was when they voted 3-2, we won. I mean, that to me was the mic drop. I knew that all that work and effort and testimony from customers and tenants that came in paid off in the end to show that we really do have a great facility and we really want to continue to do that. That to me is what's important, to continue having a great airport that supports general aviation and move forward with that and continue to grow. That's me. I know what you want me to say, but that was my moment.
Sounds good. Well, again, congratulations, and thank you all for chiming in on the comments and your support. And a lot of people had chimed in wanting to give some support to fly out here, but were busy or couldn't make it. So I know your thoughts were with us and with Rob.
Yes. Well, I appreciate all the support. I know GA is a very small community. I appreciate that support. I will say, stop by if you want to come in and talk to us. We have free coffee and free popcorn. We'd love to have everybody there. If you can't stop by the airport, it's www.flyfoxtrot95.com. You can check our airport out, check out everything we have there. I appreciate Brian coming out and covering this because it's very important for the community, and I look forward to seeing everybody at the airport. Come fly with us.
At this point, I'll just tell you to resume on.
That's it.
Resume on navigation.
Business as usual.
Business as usual.
Yep.
All right, guys, check it out.
See you.
All right, I'm gonna pop in here real quick to talk about our sponsors. As you know, I can't do this all on my own. We got to have somebody to help fuel that truck. We try really hard to work with sponsors that provide a good service and a good quality product. So let's talk about those guys right now. Dynon Avionics at Dynon.com, the premier provider of glass panel avionics systems for experimental and light sport aircraft. And visit our website at experimentalaircraftchannel.com for new videos and easy to navigate playlists and so much more. Speaking of fueling that truck, if you guys want to join us on our Patreon page, become patrons of this channel, just search on Patreon for Experimental Aircraft Channel. Sign up. There's several different levels, so check that out.